Happening now, it's going to be another hazy day. We've been talking about it here in Denver. That's Skyfox and some other camera shots. And you can see just how smoky and hazy it is around town. This was yesterday.
Yeah, and it's still lingering today. This is from wildfire smoke from Canada, leading to pollution all across the Front Range urban corridor. Greg Perez joining us live with how you can stay healthy in these conditions. Greg, how you feeling out there?
Good morning, Ashley. Actually, not too bad, but I go in and out of the car, so that, of course, helps things out. And I would recommend you do the same. Take frequent breaks indoors on days like today, especially if your indoor area has an air filter. That's something that we certainly will recommend when air quality alert, air quality, I should say, gets this poor. Of course, this is all from the wildfire smoke from the Pacific Northwest and in Canada, continuing to funnel into the Mile High City and across much, if not all, of Colorado, and that will be continuing into today. Health officials say stagnant air from smoke from out-of-state wildfires are creating conditions that are reaching unhealthy levels. They say people or older people with heart or lung disease, older adults and children should avoid prolonged or heavy exertion outside. However, according to Dr. Jeff Sipple from UC Health, everyone can be affected by this poor air quality.
If somebody likes to run outdoors, cycle outdoors, do other types of very demanding aerobic activities outside, they actually may notice increased sensitivity to this. And another one is if you like to do prolonged activities where you're outside hiking for a long time and might have a lot of exposure to this type of air quality, then the answer is you also may be sensitive as well.
So doctors say that if you are in one of these sensitive groups, it is best to stay indoors, take your medicine as prescribed, and of course air filters are going to be key on a day like today. Even if you aren't in one of those sensitive groups, like myself or like anyone else looking to get outside, just limit prolonged exposure outdoors because it certainly is unhealthy. I know we've been talking about it all morning long. Drew was talking about it yesterday too, about how he was getting impacted with allergies. I know Ashley was talking about it as well. I was even waking up in the middle of the night coughing. So today is going to be one of those days to, if you do plan on going outside, take frequent breaks indoors, and if not, stay inside altogether. Reporting live in Denver, Greg Perez, Fox 31 News.
Yeah, it's a good idea to do that, even if you are healthy. But if you have respiratory issues, there's no doubt about it. You should probably stay indoors as much as you can today.
You do think about people who have to work outside. Hopefully their employers are very aware and are like, okay, we need to be setting these breaks. Yep. Construction workers, people who are outdoors.
And you were saying it's going to hang around for a little bit.
It's going to hang around. I'm feeling it in my throat right now. Look at that.